Our beginning. December 2013. Without a proper church building, around 20 members of us LA church brethren gathered at homes and then a classroom with Pastor Luke Choi. April 2014. We rented a small office building in the center of Koreatown, being able to have fellowship in a stable environment. June 2015. The appointment of Pastor Jacob Jong. During this time, among 60 members, the majority were Korean. Our church had only a few English-speaking brothers and sisters. Previously, the Bible seminars were mainly in Korean, but over the years, we came to hold more seminars in different languages. As different language groups were being saved, English, Spanish, and Chinese ministries had formed, and a bigger place was needed to gather. November 2017. By gathering our hearts with prayer, we pledged around $1.5 million for the offering, and our journey of church construction was initiated. Meanwhile, as the landlord of the building was changed, our church was facing a new crisis. We were only allowed 7 parking spots. This was like closing the door to the church, as the majority of the people commuted via personal vehicles, as is the norm in the United States. In spite of the difficult parking conditions, the brothers and sisters made every effort to get together. Considering one another and to accommodate newcomers, brothers and sisters were willing to do the labor by parking in a distant location. In spite of difficulties, our church has continued the ministry of the gospel by spreading the riches of Christ. In March 2019, the process of buying the building had been going smoothly when right before closing, the seller unilaterally rejected the offer.
저희들이 조금 마음이 조급해지고 있긴 한데요. 그래도 하나님께서 어떤 길을 열어주시리라고 생각합니다. 그래서 계속 합심 기도 꼭 부탁드리겠고요.
Every night at 10 p.m., the alarm sounded to signal that it was time for joint prayer. Due to the circumstances beyond our control, we once again had to ask for the Lord's help. Why is God showing us so slowly? Have we still got work to do? Countless nights are spent thinking and praying. Just 1 month before the lease ended, we dramatically found another rental property and continued preaching the gospel without any issues. This became one of our precious memories, reminding us once again that the Lord protects us and guides us as His body. And the Lord, He is the one who goes before you. He will be with you. He will not leave you nor forsake you. Do not fear, nor be dismayed. Deuteronomy chapter 31, verse 8. During our stay at Adams Boulevard, located outside of Koreatown, our vision was further broadened to include souls from other languages. We started street evangelism in a full scale. This led to the salvation of more English, Chinese, and Spanish-speaking souls. We came to understand that even though the languages might differ, the message of the gospel is the same, and that with anyone who is created in the image of God, we should share the gospel without discrimination, not just keeping it to ourselves. For there is no distinction between Jew and Greek, for the same Lord over all is rich to all who call upon Him. Romans chapter 10, verse 12. Our feet were strengthened by the Lord, who encourages our steps in order to expand the boundaries of His gospel. The search for the church continued during the 3-year lease period. It was challenging to find a building that met all our requirements and conditions, and God did not allow us the building until the lease period was almost over. It was a time of long waiting. Sometimes when we were discouraged by our weakness, we trusted in the Lord and moved forward. The Lord strengthened us again with the word of promise. "5 years has passed since making the pledge. All of our time spent praying has been gathered together."
한국 분들뿐만 아니라 여기에는 라티노, 아르메니안 여러 인종들이 특히 이 썬밸리에는 많이 살고 있고요. 여기에는 정말로 우리 복음이 들어가기 좋은 곳이라고 제가 알고 있습니다. 우리 형제 자매님들이 정말 하나가 돼서 있어요. 그래서 성령의 도우심을 받아 전도에 열정을 가지고 정말 하나님을 찾는 영혼을 우리에게 붙여주시기를.
As a Sunday school teacher, especially for the E1 class, we got a bigger room than the other building, and as a result of that, I want to also be able to do a lot more activities with them.
So I recently got saved February of this year, so my hope for this new church building is that I can call this building my new home.
I want to bring more people to the new church, especially youth group students, and I really hope that our youth group can get a lot bigger through this opportunity and through this new church.
위치가 LA 한인타운에서 오기도 좋고 벨리, 노스리지, 또 글렌데일 이 모든 쪽에서 오기가 상당히 중심이더라고요. 그래서 500석이 꽉 차는 날이 오기를 기대합니다.
Y estoy agradecida porque hace 2 años yo recibí salvación y mi meta es traer no solamente a mi familia, sino a todas amistades, personas que pueda encontrar en el camino. En eso servir a Dios porque quiero es lo que quiero evangelizar las almas, que sientan lo que yo siento en el Señor.
이 새로운 교회당을 통해서 저희가 30배, 60배, 100배 결실을 맺는 그런 귀한 장소가 되길 바라요. 너무 모습 다르지만 하나님이 저희를 모으신 데는 이유가 있을 거예요. 그래서 그 가운데서 저희가 잘 서로 이해하고 사랑하며 협력해가면서 잘 이 남은 삶 하나님께 갚아가는 그런 귀중한 삶이 되길 바랍니다.
아무래도 청년들이 마음을 모을 수 있는 진짜 하나님이 주신 기회라고 생각하고 있어요.
Le doy gracias a Dios por regalarme primeramente la salvación. Recibí la salvación el año pasado, el 30 de abril. Dios en su amor y en su misericordia nos regaló este nuevo edificio. Puedo ver cómo los hermanos se están esforzando, poniendo su granito de arena. Todos estamos trabajando juntos con el mismo objetivo para evangelizar más almas. Como las escrituras nos lo dicen, ¿verdad? Que Cristo regresará muy pronto. Entonces, ahora que estamos en esta iglesia, en una nueva ciudad, pienso yo que tenemos un trabajo muy grande para hacer, para que esas personas lleguen al conocimiento de la verdad, la salvación en Cristo Jesús. Y pues estoy muy agradecido una vez más de que Dios me haya agregado a su iglesia.
I've been personally waiting for a very long time, and the moment I was born again, we've been moving so many times, so our church building, like my church building, is the first, and I'm just really excited.
기존에 저희가 셀 수 없이 많은 곳을 봤는데요. 할 때마다 무슨 일이 꼬였어요. 될 뻔하다가 안 되는 경우가 참 많았는데 우리 교회당은 정말 하나님이 앞서해 주실 것 같아요. 모든 일들이 너무나 순적하게.
지금 상황에서는 기적같이 사실 이 장소를 주셨다라는 생각이 듭니다. 아무리 생각해봐도 우리 이 적은 숫자로 이 좋은 장소를, 이렇게 큰 장소를 하나님이 주셨다는 게 우리 힘이 아니라 하나님이 주셨다라는 게 진짜 100%로 믿어집니다. LA에 120개 민족이 살고 있다고 하는데 그 많은 민족들에게도 전도를 위해서 많은 일꾼들이 우리 교회를 통해서 나타나기를, 또 하나님께 쓰임받는 분들이 세워지기를 간절히 기도하는 마음입니다.